Hello and welcome back to another video on the Wrestle Debate and to another edition of AEW Out of 10. Huge show today. Of course, it is the go-home show before Blood and Guts. What a match that's going to be. I can't wait for that. And after that, we're only a few weeks out from Double or Nothing, so there's a lot going on with AEW at the moment. So let's get straight into it. And we started off with a banger between Brian Cage and Hangman Page. Page came out first and was attacked by Brian Cage and Team Taz, so Brian had the advantage early on. He launched Hangman all around the ring before the match spilled outside, and Hangman Page hit a massive moonsault to get on top. However, Brian Cage hit Hangman with a buckle bomb and finished him off with a drill claw to get the win. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. To be honest, I was really surprised at this result, but I'm not necessarily opposed to it. I just hope they can rebuild Hangman Page up, which I'm sure they will. But anyway, backstage, Kenny Omega, Don Callis, and the rest of the Elite were celebrating winning the Impact World title at Rebellion. They said they weren't scared of Moxley, and they'll do the same to what they did to Rich Swann. Before we got the Young Bucks versus the Sidearm brothers. The Sidearm brothers were in control early on before the Bucks finally took control, isolating Mike Sydal before Matt got in, kind of got on top. But eventually the Bucks got the win with the BTE trigger. I'm going to give this 6 out of 10. This is just a good match to keep it rolling. But anyway, next up on Dynamite, it was Orange Cassidy versus Penta El Zero Miedo. Cassidy started off the match with his trademark kicks and was in control. Orange tried to hit a beach break, but Penta, however, took him down with a backbreaker. With his opponent out at ringside, Cassidy tried to hit him with a suicide dive before Penta caught him in midair to get in top. Penta followed up with a leg sweep, and it continued to go back and forth before Orange Cassidy grabbed the mic and Penta with a Superman punch to get the win. 7 out of 10, this was class. But anyway, next up, it was the Inner Circle and the Elite having a square off ahead of their Blood and Guts match. Sammy Guevara took the mics once Shawn Spears had said that they were all a failure. Sammy Guevara said he was a failure in WWE before Cash Wheeler started having a pop at Santana. It was all going very tension before MJF was going on about how he's so much better than Jericho. Jericho then came back with an excellent promo, and for that I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Yeah, just absolutely class. But anyway, next up it was Kenny Omega in the ring. He was celebrating his title, or was supposed to be, before Eddie Kingston came out. He beat down Michael Nakazawa. John Moxley came out, and Kenny Omega was put in a 2-on-1 situation, and he got absolutely dominated. They were going to break his ankle before Don Callis granted a tag team match for next week, which I really can't wait to see. This was a really, really good segment too. But anyway, next up it was Chris Statlander versus Penelope Ford. Statlander started off strong, hitting Ford with a power slam early on before Penelope came back into the ring with a clubbing right hand. Statlander hit a right hand and rolled Ford back into the ring. We came back from the break to see Statlander and Ford exchanging right hands before Ford hit back with a Russian German suplex. She then went to hit his handspring, but Statlander caught her mid-move and hit the Big Bang Theory to get the win. I'll give this a 6 out of 10. Not a lot of women's action this week, but this was just an alright match just to keep the women's division rolling on. Before we got the Nightmare Factory against the Factory, a massive brawl started for the match before Nick Camarote tagged in and went right after Billy Gunn's midsection. Dustin came in and started with a flurry of kicks and couldn't take Camarote off his feet before Aaron Solo tagged back in and had Dustin reading in the corner. He hit a blue thunderbomb and it continued to go back and forwards. With the referee's back turn, however, a go-go hit Lee Johnson, which allowed QT to get the quick pin. I'll give it a 6 out of 10, this is fine. But anyway, then it was main event time. It was Darby Allin versus 10 before Miro turned on Kip Sabian, flipping finally. Absolutely love that. But anyway, the Dark Order was at ringside and he sent Darby Allin flying early on. It was quite an even match, but Darby did gain control and he managed to get a roll-up to leave after it looked like 10 was in control. And afterwards, they all reunited together before Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky attacked them. They were all paying tribute to Brody Lee and everything. That was nice, but the heels did go out on top. But anyway, I thought this was a really, really good segment overall. Perfect match between seriousness and tributes to Mr. Brody Lee. So I love this. I'll give it 7 out of 10. Overall this week, AEW gets a 7 out of 10 from me this week. Another really, really solid show. Loved it, really, from start to finish. There was no awful bits on this show, to be honest, and we haven't been quite a lot for a while. AEW is just ticking really along nicely, and I can't wait for some of their major shows coming up. But anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my channel on the screen right now. That would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.